Ahoy, shipmates! It's a warm old day out there again, shipmates. Seems to be a running theme at the moment. Wind is picked up a little bit, so that's quite pleasant. A bit of a breeze, around sort of 13, 14 knots, gusting to 15.
James and Normandy, BTS, all received, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. Have a good watch and safe passage. We'll speak to you tomorrow.
And the visibility is excellent, 40 nautical miles. Temperature is around 27 centigrade.
Red Osprey, good afternoon, with your permission.
It's already 31 in the captain's cabin, and humidity around 44%. So we have two departures today from Port Queen Anne and the Norwegian Sky, both away at 4 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock from Cowes, we have the Seabourn Ovation. You can see on the screen at the moment. But I think the first away is Queen Anne. She's already been on the radio. You can see the lines here.
Galicia, BTS.
Queen Anne is off on an 8-day round trip to Spain, calling it Bilbao, La Coruña, Gijón, and then Cherbourg in France. I can already see one bathrobe on the balcony. That's always a good sign for a Cunard.
Galicia, BTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. The James and Normandy is west of the tower, outward bound.
Well, the shipmate's Bill Brewer from, he says, ahoy from Canada, eh? Whereabouts in Canada are you from, them shipmates? Be interesting to know. I spent some time skiing in Mont Tremblant at the beginning of the year. It was rather good. Yes, you can see a bit of a breeze has picked up out there.
BTS, Norwegian Sky.
Norwegian Sky's on the radio now.
Norwegian Sky, BTS, very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Chris. Well, fortunately, we've got all passengers on board and we're ready to single up on 102 berth, ready to depart, vessel bound for Invergordon, with a draft of 8.07.
Norwegian Sky, BTS, that is all copy timing. Thank you. For information, the Queen Anne just getting underway now from 46 berth outward bound.
Understood, thank you. And I've got the passenger crew figures when you're ready.
Oh, yes, please.
Norwegian Sky, BTS, that's all copied and good to go.
Thank you. Yeah, passengers 1953, crew 845, over.
Norwegian Sky, BTS, that's all copied and confirmed. Passengers 1953, crew 845, plus your good self.
That's indeed. Okay, well, we're ready to let go, if that's okay with you.
Norwegian Sky, BTS, that's all copied. Traffic clearance is approved for your departure at 1602, over.
Marvellous, thank you very much.
That was some crew and passenger numbers from Norwegian Sky. So she is departing with 1,953 crew, which is about 50 short of maximum double occupancy, and a complement of 845 crew, which is about 44 short of maximum crewage. Fortunately, we can't see Norwegian Sky. She's just round the corner. We have the Seabourn Ovation. She's also in Cowes. She's a rather smart luxury cruise ship. There's also the ship, which I can't pronounce its name of, Darling something or other. Let's see if I can find it. The Darlodlowski. Darlodlowski is a Polish training vessel. It's a tall ship with lots of mast on it. Actually looks quite impressive. Shipmate Bill Brewer is from Ontario. 22 centigrade in Ontario. Excellent. I spent some time in Ottawa at the beginning of the year. Looks like we have lines coming in on Queen Anne. Hopefully we get some haulage. We had an amazing array of haulage yesterday. I think every ship must have read the memo about Solent Ships requesting more haulage. Every ship was very honky indeed. I'm hoping Disney Dream is also reading that memo for tomorrow. So far she's been a bit lackluster.
The trophy. That's now the hook boy up.
Been a bit lackluster on the horns.
Trophy VHS all received. Thank you.
Just a couple of lines remaining on the Cunard. Should you be interested in a cruise on Queen Anne? Here's one for September of this year, 19 nights, 2,539 for an insight. Oh gosh, it's quite a leap, isn't it, for a Queen suite? 12,209. What is this itinerary then for this 19 nights on board Queen Anne? It's a couple of days at sea, Cadiz. 3 more days at sea, Santorini, Mykonos, Prios for Athens, Heraklion in Crete, Katakolon in Greece, a day at sea, Cagliari in the Italian island of Sardinia, day at sea, Gibraltar, a couple more days at sea, back to Port Southampton. It's quite a wide and variety of ports there. Oh, I've been neglecting the chat. Who's in the chat? Who is in the chat? So, ahoy there, shipmate Blue Marble. Ahoy there, Paula Jones. Ahoy there, Spike. Oh, ahoy there, Simon Doyle. He's on Queen Mary 2 somewhere. Where is he then? Shipmate Simon Doyle says, ahoy, Captain and shipmates and fellow cruise mates. Sending your greetings from Queen Mary 2 on the way to Isafjord, Iceland, due to arrive on the 11th. Slight sea mist, 1.8 Beaufort scale, 11 degrees. Oh, you'll be enjoying that fresh coolness, 11 degrees. Well, I'll just let you know that back in port again, they're predicting temperatures basically all next week of 30 centigrade, which is too hot for the captain's cabin, if I'm honest. Looks like the last couple of lines have come down. If memory serves me correctly, the Queen Anne's a fairly good honker. She'll probably give us a couple of toots when she leaves. Oh, there, Elizabeth Leaborn. Oh, there, Donna Liggelas. Oh, there, Carol Finnis. Oh, and one of our resident Cunard experts, shipmate James Dawson, is in the chat. Hi there, Caroline Andy. Just waiting for shipmate James Dawson's just waiting for the traction engines moving off from the car Shime. Right, good. Glad you explained that. It sounded like you were some sort of strange traffic jam in the north of England somewhere where they still have traction engines. Just imagining Fred Dibner at the front, driving away. Oi there, Raymond Morris. Oi there, Pat Lockett. I think I've got everyone. Oi there, Andrew. Yeah, I think I've got everyone. Come on then, Queen Anne. Give us a honk. You know you want to. Shipmate Rulexa says, you'll have to migrate to the Dancing Man to broadcast. Don't tempt me. I'll see if I can relocate to their cool room where they make the beer. I think the Norwegian Sky might be on the move as well. Don't actually know. Let's see. Let's check, shall we? Check on that clever thing here that we've got. It's called a map. Oh, yeah, Norwegian Sky is on the move as well. Is the camera around the other way? Okay. Yep, so at the other end of the port is the Norwegian Sky. She's heading to the middle swing ground. Or there, Hans Olof Mork. He's up there in near Bergen in Norway somewhere. Or the Rulexa. It's good honking there from Queen Anne. I'm pretty sure that Norwegian Sky is going to join in next. Excellent. That's horns from Norwegian Sky. They're facing the wrong way and the wind's in the wrong direction, so even so, I still managed to hear them. Oh, excellent. I am enjoying my new outside microphone. It is rather good. Seems to be doing the job. Very good indeed. Weather shipmate, the 1879 says we're on Queen Anne port side. Okay. Port side is somewhat difficult for me to see. Starboard side is your friend. Might better see you once you've turned. I can zoom in on cruise cam. Might need to give me a bit of a location though.
Southampton PTS, Yvonne, good afternoon.
Yvonne, BTS.
Yeah, passing Carinau by Galshot and heading the Torrens channel.
Yvonne, BTS, all received, thank you.
Like I say, over in Cowes, there's this Polish training vessel. There is there. And that's the Seabourn Ovation. She's due away at 6 o'clock. It's getting rather hot in the captain's cabin here, so I'm not sure if I can survive all the way till 6 o'clock. Oh, I'll see what I can do. I might have to go down to the galley and stick my head in the sink. Probably sort a few problems out. So the Norwegian Sky on our screens now. She was built in 1999, so she's 27 years old. I think we see a lot of Norwegian Sky in port. I could be wrong. 77,000 gross tons. She has a couple of sister ships, the Norwegian Sun and the Costa Victoria. Norwegian Sky is off on a 12-day round trip south from Southampton to, well, around the UK basically. First port of call is, she's going around the wrong way, she's going around anti-clockwise. First port of call is Invergordon in Scotland, then back down to Edinburgh, then back up to Stornoway for the Isle of Lewis and Harris, then around to Belfast in Northern Ireland, then a short trip to Dublin in the Republic of Ireland, and then all the way over to Holland, in Umegen in Holland, then Zeebrugge for Bruges in Belgium, and then Le Havre in France, and then back to the port of Southampton. Interesting itinerary, that one. Let's see if I can find information on it. There we go. This one here. British Isles, Ireland and Scotland. Mostly, yes, mostly, because it does have a... Not really, because it's got a stop in the Republic of Ireland, a stop in Holland, stop in Belgium, and a stop in France. Like pretty much 50-50. But anyway, it gives you an idea on some pricing, if you like that sort of thing. £879 for inside. Not bad. Whoa. £11,109 though for an aft-face penthouse. I like the aft-facing cabins.
BTS, ready, go approaching hardline. We'll slow down and pass the Queen Anne South Dockhead.
In fact, on our group cruise on the MSC Merivelia next year in June, I do have an aft cabin, but it certainly wasn't £11,000. It was the same price as all the other cabins. Just happened to be a vacancy. That's what you get for booking in advance, apparently. Who knew? I've just been informed that a shipmate is on board Shield Hall. Shield Hall is out near Portsmouth somewhere. But unfortunately, they've got a Medivac on board, so they've had to send out a tug so they could offload someone. That's very unusual. Let's see if I can get the picture up on the screen for you. There we go. Yes, that's the Norwegian sky. Have planes flying overhead. Rather a nuisance. But like I say, out on Shield Hall, they're having a bit of a medical emergency. So the SD Independent tug has gone over and is helping somebody off of the Shield Hall out there in the Solent. It's all going on. So that's the Norwegian sky. So that's the cruise on the Norwegian sky. Seems quite good value, isn't it, from inside? Although I'll probably spring for a balcony, but not for the penthouse. What else have we got on Norwegian sky? They have Europe, France, Spain and Portugal, and that is for the 20th of August, so that's probably the next cruise that she's going on. Insides from £1,000 and a forward-facing penthouse this time for £3,500. And that calls in at Imogen in Holland, Zeebrugge, Le Havre, DSC, Vigo, in Lisbon, in Portugal, Cadiz, Montreal, Cartagena, Palma de Mallorca, Barcelona. Return flights available for up to £250 credits for a balcony or suites. Oh, I see, it's one way. I've noticed that she's only got a few more cruises and I don't have any more information. Because she goes over to Barcelona and then over to Athens and then there's no more information. Is she being sold? That's my question, I wonder. Let's bring up, where is the other ship gone? There she is.
Alison McGregor, BTS, good afternoon.
She's Queen Anne is heading out of the port there.
Alison McGregor, BTS, that is all copied. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you.
Look like quite a few shipmates up on deck enjoying this absolutely fantastic, potentially a little too hot weather we're having here. Shipmate Donald Linkshire says the Red Arrows are still delayed in... Why are the Red Arrows delayed in the States? Does anyone know? Thought they would have been... With their planes, can't they just fly back? Or am I missing? Am I missing something? Something not going... Something going over the captain's head there, is there? I think the Norwegian sky is waiting for Queen Anne to... Yeah, she's getting a bit of space, I think. Norwegian sky seem to have these rather pretty lay flowers down the bow there. Bad weather. Oh, gosh, forgot what bad weather is these days. Or the Georgina Stevenson? Yeah, it looks very busy up on deck there. Actually, they've probably got a good view of the Norwegian sky in the distance. Well, there's Steve Mack. Or the Nicholas Saw. Well, there's shipmate Paul Davis. So he's looking to book a cruise. What does he say? Quick question. Potentially looking to book a cruise. Our first cruise next year. Excellent. If we book through Solent Ships, do we have to pay full time booking? No.
Queen Anne, many thanks for that.
No, you don't. You pay a small deposit, which I think is about £50 or £100. Then I think you've got until, well, Paul from Love Solent Ships Voyages will let you know. I think you've got something like until March. It depends if you were talking about the group cruise. Yeah, you've got until March. And then it will send you a reminder saying, trying to fill the balance. But I'm sure Paul could tell you more about it. Just contact Paul and he'll fill you in with all the details. There's the Queen Anne now. Getting a bit of speed up. She's about to pass the dock head.
BTS, Norwegian Sky, pier headway outwards.
Norwegian Sky BTS, that's all received. Thank you.
There's the Norwegian Sky. Well, the shipmate Paul Weaver. Oh, many thanks for becoming a member. I think ES membership dropped off for a bit and he's reconnected it. Many thanks for that, shipmate. Many thanks for your continued support. He sent me some encouraging messages the other day about some potential new camera locations, so that's all very exciting. So there's Queen Anne passing dock head. The Sky Princess passing the remains of the Royal Pier. Slightly newer ship in the Norwegian fleet is the Norwegian Prima. If you prefer something slightly newer, and a bit larger as well. This is for June of next year, and it's a one-way trip to Iceland, Reykjavik.
That's on to VTS Queen Anne, that's Western Shelf outbound.
Queen Anne BTS, that is all copied. Thank you.
There's the Queen Anne. While ferry's coming back in. Yeah, Norwegian Prima slightly new. So this is for a Norwegian Prima cruise for June of next year. This one calls in at Zeebrugge, Mayflower in Holland, Zeebrugge again. A couple of days at sea, Bergen in Norway, Garanger in Norway, Ålesund in Norway, Ikuri in Iceland, Ilsefjord in Iceland, finally in Reykjavik in Iceland. And you'll get an overnight in Iceland as well. Quite useful, considering that Iceland's not exactly a cheap location. Shipmate Daniel Elliott says that yes, Captain, Norwegian Sky is being sold to Cordelia Cruises. That would explain that then, wouldn't it? That would explain why she is coming into port, going over to Athens and then disappearing off our radar. Ooh, so I better drone her then before she completely disappears. Paul from Solent Ships Voyages says we got a couple of shipmates on Queen Anne waving from the port side. I've got no chance of seeing that. They're unfortunately they're a bit too far away on the cameras. Best chance is in port. Just noticing on cruise cam that we can just about see the Seabourn Ovation over there in the distance. Just the other side of Cowshot Spit. And what's that? It's a tanker on the radio earlier. The Trophy. It looks quite clean for a tanker. Some of the tankers we see here in port are in a right old state. Oh, in that case, then I better get out and drone the Norwegian Sky before we don't see her ever again. She is in port for, well, one last time. Oh, so I've got one opportunity. I'll better put that in my calendar then, hadn't I? Right, put that in my calendar. Otherwise I shall forget and I'll miss the opportunity. So that's the 20th. Which actually works for me. On here. Hello, the camera's doing some odd things. Sorry about that. I pressed the button and it behaved in a irrational manner. There we go. Yeah, so not many more chances to go on Norwegian Sky. Well, as she is anyway, so I'm sure she'll be travelling under a new name. We have had numbers for Norwegian Sky. She's just under maximum double occupancy. No numbers as yet for Queen Anne. Excellent shipmate Randy Barnes is over there from San Diego in the West Coast. He says, "Oh, not sold, chartered. Ah, okay, being chartered." So I'm guessing they're going to paint the name. Well, I'm guessing they've changed the name. I can't imagine they'll be still chartering over the name Norwegian Sky, will they? Or will they? I don't know. I think it'd be the name of the other company. Well, the shipmate Chris Bluster says, "We just don't like driving to Southampton anymore. Too many cameras, traffic congestion. Fancy trying Tilbury or Dover." Too many cameras. I don't have that many cameras in port. I'd like a few more cameras, if I'm honest. A few up on deck. Well, the shipmates, Daniel. Daniel's one of our local tug drivers. Shipmate Spike always coming back with some more information about the Red Arrows. Apparently it's an 8-leg flight path with 7 refueling stops between the UK and the US. So a single engine Hawk jet have a limited range of about 750 to 800 miles. That's not very far, is it? Definitely makes transatlantic travelling a little trickier. Excellent Spanner Keris thinks that Chris means the traffic cameras, not yours. Oh. I see. Right. Yes. I see what you're saying. Actually, they've taken out quite a lot of speed cameras recently. There used to be a whole lot of speed cameras on Millbrook Bypass, but they've all gone, so there's not as many as there used to be. I see you're talking about something. Yeah, right. Okay, sorry. I see cameras and I just think of my cameras. Okay, fair enough. No problem. Going to get the view here of the Seabourn Ovation over there in the distance, and the Queen Anne heading down Southampton Water. Looks very tropical.
City Chichester, VTS.
Very calm out there.
City of Chichester, VTS. That's all. Copy, sir. Thank you.
BTS, Red Osprey, hook out.
Red Osprey, VTS. All received. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's going to completely cover seaborne navigation now.
Station calling VTS.
Shipmate Chris says he got a speeding ticket. Oh, when the CPS moved his car. Oh, well, I suppose that's not your speeding ticket, though, is it? It's someone else's speeding ticket. Hopefully you passed on the delightful news to them.
Essence VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you. I can confirm pilot boarding time of 1730. Pilot boarding station Bravo to the east of the nav tower. Maintain a good listening watch now, please. Channels 12 VTS traffic. 09 for Southampton pilots. And the pilot launch will call you with instructions on channel 09, over.
Yes, if the CPS were driving it, they probably don't know who was actually driving the car, do they? Probably get away with that scot-free.
VTS will receive, thank you.
No, that's a good shot there. Hopefully we'll get some good shots of the sailing
Red
ship
Falcon
earlier.
VTS,
Later, I mean.
that's all copied, thank you. The Queen Anne is at Mains Lake outward bound. And Norwegian Sky is at Western Shelf out.
VTS Norwegian Sky, Western Shelf.
Norwegian Sky VTS will receive, thank you.
Yeah, there's a Norwegian Sky, not only in port once more, and then she's heading off to be chartered out there in Greece, in the Mediterranean. So I'm assuming she'll have a lick of paint and they'll give her a different name. I don't know. It'd be interesting to know. Well, the shipmate Barbara Streisand. Oh, not Barbara Streisand. Barbara from Switzerland. I think you're near Lake Lucerne, aren't you? I should be over that way in a few months' time. I should be going over that way. Well, the shipmate Paul Weaver has been a member for 19 months. I've been a member for 19 months. I enjoyed watching the ships every day. If you're not yet joined, please join this channel for Solent Shipping. There you go. Thank you very much, shipmate. Glad you're enjoying the channel. Mate, thanks for your continued support. Playfield Pleasure Craft out today. Shipmate Randy Barnes says, based in India, the Sky will be... Oh, based in India. Okay. Wow. Okay, I didn't know that. So what do you think then, shipmate Randy Barnes? Do you think she'll have a different name? Will they rebrand her and repaint her? Sounds like it might be quite complicated. There's probably lots of places inside the ship where it says Norwegian and Sky. Shipmate Barbara says maybe a time for a small meet. Yes, I think so. I'm planning to drive over the Stelvio Pass. I should be coming from France. Going quite close to where you are. Well, there's shipmate Jonathan Will tease Kim Love ladies. Very good. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Shipmate Randy Barnes says, oh, she will be Sky, which Sky is being sold off, so she remains Sky. Very busy out there on the water.
Southampton VTS, Queen Anne.
Queen Anne must be getting...
Queen Anne VTS.
I've got the figures if you're ready.
Oh, yes. Please. Been a while.
Queen Anne VTS, all copied, good to go.
Guess 2873, crew 1222 plus 1.
Queen Anne VTS, that's all copied. Guess 2873, crew 1222, plus your good self.
All received, thank you.
So, the figures in for Queen Anne, 2,873 passengers. So she's about 120 under maximum double occupancy and a crew of 1222. And that's 3 short of maximum occupancy. Yes, shipmate Spike says that they found the Grossglocker Pass to be better driving road than the Stelvio. Yes, I know what you mean. I appreciate it's not. I've been on some better roads, but sentimental reasons take me to the Stelvio Pass. Shipmate Randy Barnes says the sister ship, the Norwegian Cruise Line's Sun, will also be making 3-ship fleet. Oh, renting out quite a few of those ships. Interesting. Daniel Elliott said when she sold of her name will be Cordelia Sky. Oh, that makes sense. Well, there should be Tom from Southampton. Local boy. I'm surprised really how many local people we get on the channel, and then equally surprised how many shipmates we get from all over the world. They're all combination. There's the Norwegian Sky and the Seabourn Ovation. As is typical, all the ships seem really busy at the moment. Very busy time of year. Lots. I don't know if there'll be many children on Norwegian Sky. I always think that children tend to be on the ships that are a bit more. How do I say? A few more onboard entertainments. Shipmate Paul Weaver, he's getting a taller antenna for his radio setup here, so I'll be able to hear Southampton BTS even better than I can already. Oh, excellent. You're, well, I'm not sure quite whereabouts you're based. You're down in Poole somewhere, are you? Or are you in Bournemouth? I don't remember exactly. Excellent spell of week, he says. Monty says, yeah, we definitely need a camera on the other side. We do need a camera on this side of the water. Reflection off. It's annoying, isn't it, all this sun? Reflection off the water.
Southampton VTS,
it's hard work.
Curious.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Mercurius VTS, afternoon, Wayne.
Yeah, afternoon, Chris. Just get away for 44 for the Hope target, Salem.
Mercurius VTS, all copy, thank you.
Oh, well, the shipmate Gail Parker from Tucson, Arizona. Oh, I am playing a little trip to Tucson, Arizona. And Phoenix, Arizona. That's going to be next year. I've got a friend to see over that way. It's been a while since I've been. Tucson, Arizona. Fantastic. hot day. Captain's cabin is now knocking on 32 centigrade, in case you're wondering.
Morning champion VTS, that's all copy, thank you. The Essence, she's approximately 9 nautical miles southeast of the tower. Pilot boarding 1730 east of the tower.
I should have a
Morning champion VTS, and apologies now, you got the Galicia just approaching now.
I should have a captain's thermometer as a information. Something very noisy out there. I don't know what it is. Oh, I see what it is. It's like some old sidecars turned up. Oh, you can't see it now. It's very noisy. Oh, it looks like one of those Morgan three-wheelers. What a racket's making. Shipmate Gail Parker over there in Tucson, Arizona says if you visit in the winter, it's about 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'm planning on sort of spring, probably about April time. I understand the weather's jolly good that time of year. Not many more opportunities left for Norwegian Sky. In fact, I think that's the only cruise left, and it's a one-way cruise to Barcelona. That's your last opportunity for Norwegian Sky before she becomes chartered out to a different company. Was it Cordelia Sky? Should be called after that. Surprisingly, there's quite a few shipmates out on Cavshot Beach. Not surprised, really. Perfect weather for it. If you're interested in a cruise on Cunard, there's this one for November of this year. Norwegian Fjords and the North Cape with Michel Roux of Le Gavroche fame. That's a couple of days at sea. I'm calling it Ålesund in Norway. Then Tromsø in Norway overnight. Narvik overnight. Okay, it's day at sea, Stavanger. Then a day at sea, back to the port. 12 nights on board. A couple of overnights. They're excellent. Do like an overnight. I think that's great. A great idea. I'm not sure if that's going to be the Northern Lights time of the year or not.
I'm all over it, yes, afternoon.
Shipmate Paul Weaver says he lives in Hamworthy on the west side of Poole near Royal Marine Camp. Look out of my room and see the camp on top of the hill. Gosh, so that's quite impressive. You can pick up VTS all the way over there. I struggle picking up VTS here in port.
Sam all over it, yes, that's all copy, thank you. The morning champion, she's approaching St Helens now, outward bound. And I've got the Dream Hammocks, 4 nautical miles south of the tower, also outward bound.
So I'm not sure if that's a Northern Lights cruise or not. What else have we got? A short break at sea, and this is for May of 28. If you've never been on a Cunard, I suppose you fancy it. Ideal for taster cruises for first timers, says Paul from Solent Ships Voyages. Short break from Southampton lets you experience all of Queen Anne, has to offer. Relax on a scenic cruise, unwind in a thermal suite, and enjoy dinner at your favourite restaurants. 3 nights on board, no ports of call. So that really is 3 sea days. You'll know the ship well after that. Andy W says that the Valiant Lady, Virgin's Valiant Lady that we saw departing Portsmouth on Wednesday, is in Liverpool today.
Queen Anne BTS will receive, thank you.
I've got the 2 ships in one camera shot here. In fact, 3 ships. Oh, the Seabourn Ovation in the distance. Oh, I've forgotten about that. Well, I wonder if I'll be able to get a bit closer. Queen Anne doesn't seem to be going very fast, if you ask me. Let's check on the speed of these vessels. Queen Anne is currently at 12 knots, and Norwegian Sky is 8 knots. Well, I think Norwegian's Queen Anne must have slowed down a bit. It seems to have taken a long time to get down to the bottom of the Southampton water there.
Clovis Success feature. Clovis Success VTS, all copy to thank you. Maintain a good listening watch on 12 and 09. Pilot launch will call you with instructions on channel 09. And just to confirm, your pilot boarding time will be 1745 east of the tower. Pilot boarding station Bravo. Over.
Our local 50% of our Cunard expertise, James Dawson says, the Queen Anne cruise that's on May 28. That's this one here. It says it's straight after the 4 Queens. Straight after the 4 Queens. I wonder if any of the Queens are being ported at the same time. Well, I missed the 4 Queens trip myself. I did get Paul to try and book me some tickets, but we couldn't get any, unfortunately. I'll have to broadcast from outside somewhere.
Red Jet 6 BTS, that's all received. Thank you, Queen Anne. Just past the Hawk, outward bound clear channel, and the Norwegian Sky passing SO, also clear channel, outward bound.
Good conditions down there for the kite surface. I can see all the kites out. Yeah, there is quite a lot of yacht traffic going on out there. Cowes Week has finished, but it's not to say there isn't still racing and different events going on. It's like a lot of commercial traffic out there. And we've got the tall ship training ship out there and the Seabourn Ovation. So it's very busy out in Solent at the moment. Shipmate James Dawson, he's thinking about getting off of Queen Elizabeth and getting onto Queen Anne for the mini cruise. Oh, okay. You are the Cunard experts. Just trying to work out. So at the moment, I can just about see 3 ships on Netlycam. It's the Seabourn Ovation in the middle, it's faintest. On the right is the Norwegian Sky. And then on the left is the Queen Anne. Looks like the mythical emergency is still going on with Beautiful. Quite where she is. Oh, she's docked. Oh, right, she's actually in the dock in Portsmouth now, Shilton. Well, that's what's gone. That's why that's why they've got a tug down, and they've actually had to dock her in Portsmouth. There you go, there's Shilton. So, yeah, the tug, I thought they were using the tug to evacuate, but no, she's not very manoeuvrable, Shilton, so I suspect they've had to use the tug to get her into the berth there, because she's just not very manoeuvrable, and evacuate whoever it is on board. Gosh. You can see the Queen Anne starting her turn. Shipmate James also says also the start. Yes, I've forgotten about that. It's the start of the round Britain and Ireland race today. That's right, it is. Yeah, that would explain quite a lot. See the Queen Anne now having a little rollovers to the port side. Try to see how many ships I can get in one shot. Definitely the 3. It'll be tricky though. They're all crowding the same space.
Southampton VTS Galicia approaching the port inbound to Portsmouth.
Galicia VTS, that's all received, sir. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. We'll speak to you later. Just got the trophy there past the North Third Bridge out. We're back.
The Queen Anne heading around Cowshot Spit. There's 3 ships here, the Seabourn Ovation in the distance. Seabourn Ovation is very small. Looks like somebody's rib. It's just floating there. Shipmates Rudy's Suffolk says Cunard have told me that we are now gold status and get a gold pin. Ooh, fantastic. What an honour. Mind you, Wi-Fi credit is more useful. Yeah, real problem there, isn't it? Wi-Fi credit is a lot more useful than a gold pin. I can see that. So over on cruise cam, now yeah, we can see the Cunard's Queen Anne about to overtake Seabourn Ovation.
Trophy Vickers, good afternoon. Received the Essence is approaching from the south to southeast of the tower. Following Clovis success, approaching from the south to southwest of the tower. And the Malo passing Mavic is
Yes, Norwegian Sky, Hook Boy outward.
Norwegian Sky, Vickers, good afternoon. Next man boarding the nav, the Essence, boarding time 17:36 at Bravo. Then shall be followed by the Globus success boarding time 17:45.
Thanks so much, sir.
BTS, Red Falcon, Hook Boy in.
Red Falcon, BTS, received hook in, no reported outbound traffic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Shipmate Christine. I was talking about Seabourn Ovation. Seabourn Ovation. There she is. No, she's at anchor at Cowes.
Red Falcon, BTS, did you...
So we've got the Seabourn Ovation. She's at anchor. She's a passenger ship. They'll be going in out of Cowes on lifeboat tenders. And then there is the tall ship, the Dar Mlodzis. And she's a tall ship training ship. Come from Boston, straight to Cowes. Polish ship. We'll see her on the Cowes cam shortly. Looks quite impressive, I have to say. Shipmate Paul Weaver says there's a long way to go to evacuate a thick passenger. I'm not sure where else they could dock. Portsmouth. I think Portsmouth or Southampton is the only place that Shield Hall could dock. So it was on a cruise down to Portsmouth. So I'm guessing all they had to do really was go into the port.
VTS, Red Eagle, good afternoon. Shortly department rule.
Red Eagle, BTS, received your permission to depart. Traffic information, the Hogue target, due to depart 38-9 berth at 1700.
That's all copied, thank you.
Initially, I thought they were evacuating the person via the tug,
BTS Margate.
but apparently that's not the case.
Target, BTS.
BTS Margate, leave 37 to the departure of the home target.
Stargate VTS received traffic information. The Red Eagle shortly due to depart Royal Pier.
BTS Margate, you're received. Thank you.
I don't really have a list. Shipmate Paul Weaver's asking about a list of the cameras. Don't really have a list, but if you go to my channel, I've posted the link there and look at what's currently live. Those are all the live cameras. So you should be able to see where they are on there. Fancy a cruise over to Mediterranean and the Greek Isles. That's for September this year on Queen Anne. £2,500 for an inside for 19 nights. It's quite a long time, isn't it? A couple of days at sea, Cadiz, 3 days at sea, Santorini, Mykonos, Pyrrhus, Athens, Heraklion in Crete, Kataklon in Greece, a day at sea, a Spanish, the Italian island of Sardinia for Cagliari, and then Gibraltar. Today, however, though, the Queen Anne is off on an 8-day round trip from Southampton to Southampton, calling at Bilbao in Spain, Le Cunard in Spain, Gijon in Spain, Cherbourg in France, and then back to the port of Southampton. I'm assuming all those ports are actually going to be visited. I think the other week there was one of those ports was cancelled due to the wildfires, but I haven't heard any more if they're being cancelled or not. Oh, it looks like the Norwegian sky is getting some really bright colours there. It's really picking up the sun reflecting around the corner. Oh, there is someone on that rib. He must have been having a bit of shut-eye. Maybe he's fishing. Oh, yeah, it looks like there's someone else on the rib as well. Yeah, they probably just had a little lay down, a bit of fishing. There's SP, the Pathfinder. Shipmate Shepherd Book says, we just realised last Friday was the 3rd anniversary of me discovering Solent Ships channel, thanks to my parents sailing on Princess Ship. Oh, yes, that's right. I remember now. You mentioned you watched your parents depart. So that's the Queen Anne heading towards us. Great shots there. Solent looking a little choppy, not too bad though. A few bumpy waves in the road. And then over on Netley, that is the Norwegian Sky, making her turn around Cowshot Spit as well.
VCS, Roger 6 knots, Netley, get to speed, please.
Oh,
Richard 6 VTS, yes, you may proceed with caution.
Thank you.
Shipmate Shepherd Book Report says, wonder if Queen Anne will honk at Seabourn Ovation, both being Carnival Corporation ships. I don't know. But I won't be able to hear it from here, then that's the only problem with that. Folk shield halls on the move again. They must have dropped off their medical emergency. The SD Independent is manoeuvring her around. She's not a very manoeuvrable ship, the SS Shield Hall, because I heard a couple of the pilots describing how the docking Shield Hall is just how hard is the crash going to be. Shipmate James also says that Shame's cab has no mic. It is a shame, although it's actually mounted on a hotel. I think you'll pick up all sorts of strange conversations. The problem with the outside microphones, they tend to be where people are. So yeah, there we go. There's the shield hall. She's now being tugged out by the SD Independent.
VTS.
Morning, Champion, VTS. Morning, Champion, VTS. Received traffic information. The Essence southeast of Nav Tower, boarding at Pilot Station Bravo, followed by the Glovis Success south of Nav Tower, also boarding at Pilot Station Bravo.
Shipmate Don Harris says, is the price shown for double occupancy per room or per person? It's per person. It's 2,500, for example, 2,539 pp at the end, so that's per person. But that is also based on 2 adults sharing a cabin. If you were solo occupancy, it would probably be considerably more. Shipmate Jeff Book says, when does Shield Hall go and hibernate for the winter? She's quite active. I'm not sure what her timetable is, but she's quite active all the way up until, I think, October-ish time. And then she does go down to Falmouth for her annual inspection. She gets out, she's out of the water and she gets worked on. Although someone was telling me it costs, every time she goes down to Falmouth for an inspection, it costs about £100,000 to be taken out of the water and into a dry dock. Just seeing the bow there of that Polish tall training ship, the Melodzi. Well, somebody's out there in their little fishing boat, bobbing around, aren't they? Yeah, there's the Melodzi. Shipmate Donna Deliciola says, yeah, don't talk to me about solar passengers. Yes, they are very expensive, aren't they? There's the Seabourn Ovation in the background there on the left. I did notice, though, that a lot of the newer cruise ships have more dedicated solo cabins. So easier to get a solo cabin on the newer ships. My iced water is almost out. Shipmate Preston the Almighty says, isn't Cunard adults only? Do you know what? I don't know. One of perhaps our shipmate James Dawson or from Solent Ships Voyages can answer that one. I would assume it's adult only. They're not really geared up for children. But then equally, the Oceania line, they weren't geared up for children, and I did ask them when I was on board, and they said they had a few children on some of the ships. It wasn't really a problem, but it's not, again, they're not really designed for children. But even they decided to ban children and have adult only. I think some people just don't like the idea of children being on board. Paul from Some Ships Voyages, yes, he says no Cunard isn't adult. Yeah, I didn't think it was, but then I can't imagine if you're on a cruise on a Cunard ship, I don't imagine there's many children on board. You know, are there many children on board, James Dawson, when you've been on board Cunard? I can't imagine there is. Shipmate Smooth Cruiser says, we're on board and there are plenty. Oh. Although shipmate James Dawson says, although children on board are usually well behaved. Yes, I'm thinking that might be the case. Oh, good to know. Well, the shipmate Tim Dio says, where are you going to see the eclipse, Captain? Oh, I'm going to live stream the eclipse. fact, I'm just going to do it from right here in the port of Southampton. So that's the Norwegian sky blasting towards us, equally at the same time. A bit of an idea for scale. You can see quite choppy the water is at the moment. Definitely a little bit of chop there at the Solent. We've also got the Queen Anne passing behind the Seaboard Ovation. Seaboard Ovation due away at 6 o'clock. Shipmate James Dawson's just spotted his friends on Queen Anne taking pictures of the Polish ship. Blimey, well spotted, eagle-eyed. Shipmate Dawn Page equally says she's been on quite a few Cunard ships, apart from Queen Anne. Always children on board, and they all seem to be well behaved. Yeah, I would imagine it would be. Shipmate Don Harris over there in Ontario, Canada, said they had a total eclipse here in eastern Canada in April 2024. I've not seen one for a while. Couple of red funnel ferries crossing past each other in Southampton water there. There's a lot of discussion about parking in the chat there. Yeah, it's not the easiest of parking sometimes for the cruise ships. But I guess you can take public transport, take a train, and then get a taxi from the train station. Yes, I have heard of that. Shipmate Spikes talk about parking using Just Park to find. I've heard that's quite good. I've also heard that people have actually parked in West Quay car park. It's not actually that expensive. But I don't know. Living in the ports myself, parking's not an issue I have. Shipmate Paul Weaver's asking for the R-White cams. No, I don't have a... If you go to their YouTube channel and just look at what's there, click on their live tab, it will show you what their cameras are. Shipmate the Donna Ligshire Lass says she's been on Iona during the half-term holidays. Children were never a problem, always well behaved, lots of them dressed up for formal night. Oh, that's good to know. I suppose it only takes one or two wild children to spoil it for people who are very sensitive, that sort of thing. I was on MSC Eurybia. What's the other sister ship to it? The MSC. Oh, I forget what the sister ship is. The MSC Virtuosa. And on MSC Virtuosa, I believe the top at the sky bar, or the captain's crow's nest, or whatever the bar's called, on MSC Virtuosa, it's adult only.
Station calling.
But on MSC Eurybria, it wasn't adult only, and the rest of the ship is obviously for children, which I don't have a problem with. But we're right up in this crow's nest bar having a nice cocktail, and there were a couple of children running around and screaming, and I thought, well, I could just do with one bar that doesn't have children in it. It wouldn't be too much to ask for. Yeah, Voco Hotel is an excellent choice. Yeah, 93% coverage of the eclipse here in port. And the weather forecast, every time I check, I don't even know why I bother checking the weather these days, because it is just fantastic for days on end. Wednesday is going to be 29 degrees, clear and sunny, so we definitely should have a good view for the eclipse. Oh, someone out there on his jet ski.
Ali Cow, Southampton VTS received traffic information. The Queen Anne approaching Mother Bank outbound, followed by the Norwegian Sky West Ride Middle outbound also. St. Malo, Southampton VTS.
There's the Seabourn Ovation, the Norwegian Sky in the background.
St. Malo, VTS received traffic information. The Queen Anne approaching Mother Bank outbound, followed by the Norwegian Sky just past West Ride Middle outbound also.
VTS, this is Red Jet 6, shortly away from Town Quay for cows, please.
Red Jet 6, VTS, yes, you have permission to depart. Traffic information, the Hogue target is due away from 38.9 at around 17:35.
So copied, thanks very much, 6.
Station calling Southampton VTS. Yes, this is VTS, all received, thank you.
There is the Polish training ship and the Seabourn Ovation. Right, shipmates, the next way is the Seabourn Ovation. She's not wait till 6 o'clock. I'm going to head down to the galley and recharge my drink with some cold water and a few more ice cubes. I shall return shortly. Let's see if I can put my little sign up. Back at 8 o'clock? No, not 8 o'clock. Back at 6 o'clock. And don't forget, we have our group cruise for June of next year, starting at $9.49 for a Bella Interior, and that includes the premium drinks package. $13.29 for a balcony, and again that includes the premium drinks package. So I suggest you all head to the galley, shipmates, do some prep work, get yourself a rum-based cocktail, and we should return at 6 o'clock for the Seabourn Ovation's departure. I shall see you all later, shipmates.
BTS Hogue Target. Good afternoon.
Hogue Target, VTS, good afternoon.
Yeah, BTS Hogue Target, 38-9 berth, going to stations, draft 9.5, bound for Le Havre, 21 plus 1 on board.
Hogue Target, Southampton, VTS, all received. Call again when singled up.
Thank you.
Trophy, VTS. Trophy, VTS, all received, thank you. Inbound traffic, the Essence has just boarded their pilot at Pilot Boarding Station Bravo. Glovis success to board, well, you at Pilot Station Bravo.
BTS Red Eagle, account.
Red Eagle, VTS, inbound traffic to Alley Cows, approaching Mother Bank inbound for Cows.
Welcome, thanks.
Red Osprey, VTS, received traffic information, Alley Cows approaching Mother Bank inbound for Cows, and Red Eagle hook out inbound for Cows.
BTS, hook target, singled up on the move shortly.
Hook target, VTS, received, yes, you have permission to depart. Call again when underway.
Yeah, I don't normally call when we're underway. I'll be underway in the next 5 minutes.
Received.
Station calling Seaborne Ovation. Pilot Lounge, Seaborne Ovation. We are standing by on 09.
Seaborne Ovation, Southampton, VTS.
Southampton VTS, Seaborne Ovation.
Seaborne Ovation, Southampton, VTS, question, is that you underway? You're meant to stay at anchor until the pilot is on board.
Negative, we are not underway, we are still anchored.
Seaborne Ovation, VTS, received, thank you.
Welcome, standing by 1209.
VTS. Essence VTS received inbound for SET1 starboard side 2 with 2 hour notice for the tugs. Information, the trophy west of Nab Tower will be swinging 140 degrees to disembark their pilot before continuing on to Nab Anchorage number 8. Essence VTS. Cruiser M VTS, stand by. Break. Essence VTS. All stations calling VTS, stand by. Break. Essence, Southampton VTS. Essence VTS information, the Hogue target has been delayed. They are now only just getting underway from 38.9 berth. Shield Hall, Southampton VTS. Shield Hall VTS, you are calling. Shield Hall VTS, receive, thank you. Traffic information, the Hogue target has been delayed in getting underway from 38.9 berth and is only getting underway now.
Shield Hall VTS, good afternoon, copy 200 passengers. Queen Anne VTS, ma'am, good afternoon to you. And the just west of the tower, that's received, ma'am. Essence, east of the tower, inbound aiming, nav decoder channel. The Globus success of currently holding position southeast of the town. St. Clair, VTS, thank you for that. From Hello VTS, received, there's no reported large movement outbound from Portsmouth. Thank you for the call. City of Chichester, City of Chichester, VTS. Good afternoon to you, sir. Question, are you underway from the anchorage? Chichester, VTS, 1800, please. What is your ETA at docket, please? City of Chichester, VTS, that's received. If you can call just before you commence your approach, please, to the traffic. Norwegian Sky, VTS, good afternoon. Sorry, I didn't catch the last. Yes, received at north and east of the tower, inbound traffic, Epsom, Snap Deepwater Channel. Clovis success, boarding a pilot next 5 minutes time southeast of the tower. And the tanker Erakusa M, 8 nautical miles southeast of the tower, inbound for pilot at sink.
BTS, the Bargate.
Bargate BTS, good evening.
Yeah, BTS Bargate, good evening. Seal finished the home target back to 37. Our next one is the Essence.
Bargate BTS, clearing the top of Mavic water channel.
BTS Bargate, or receipt.
Southampton VTS, Mercurius, finish with a huge target heading back to 44.
Mercurius BTS, receive, thank you.
BTS, Hope Target, Western Shelf.
Hope target BTS, receive, and request your PC time, please, when
Yeah, about 45 minutes.
minutes from now. That's received, sir. Update traffic inbound the city, just Salt made inbound from the west, and the Essence approaching that endpoint. Only followed by the Global Success.
Get the all in, sir, thank you.
Essence BPS. Essence BPS, good evening to you. The home target south of docket now 45 minutes to correct. 45 minutes. BPS and the seaborne ovation just put her pilot from the front line sentence, so I can call it. City Chichester VTS. City Chichester VTS, all copy, thank you. City of Chichester VTS, negative, not clear channel.
Heavy Cruiser M, Southampton VTS, channel 12 over. Heavy Cruiser M VTS, yeah, channel 09 please, channel 09 for Southampton pilot. Globus Success VTS. Globus Success VTS, that is all copied and confirmed. 105 berth, starboard side 2. Got 2 tugs in the system for you, which will be the Mercurius and the Eston. Traffic information, the Queen Anne there at New Buy, outward bound, followed by the Norwegian Sky. The Hogue target, she had a slight delay, approximately running 15 minutes late. She's now past Dean's Elbow, outward bound. Globus Success VTS, that is all copied, thank you. Seabourn Ovation VTS, good afternoon to you. Seabourn Ovation VTS, very good afternoon to you, Rod. That is all copied, thank you. And copied 584 passengers, crew 406. Traffic information, the Hogue target running down to Lanes Lake now, outward bound from Southampton. Inbound traffic, the Shield Hall, just south of Gilkicker, inward bound. And the Globus Success, just boarded the pilot now, east of the Tower Inn. North of the ride, all received, thank you. Red Osprey VTS, all copy, thank you. The Hogue target, approaching Lanes Lake outbound. No other traffic to effectuate at this time. Red Osprey VTS, yeah, say again, Hogue target, Lanes Lake outward bound, and no other traffic to effectuate this time. City and Chichester VTS, all copy, thank you. Hogue target, Lanes Lake outward bound. Red Jet 6 VTS, all received, thank you. City of Chichester at East Leap inward bound. Got the Hogue target, Lanes Lake outward bound.
If on. Patricia, over.
Southampton VTS, Red Falcon from Singapore, Royal Pan, coming to speed, please.
Red Falcon BTS, that's all copied and cleared to proceed. Hope target just past Lanes Lake, outward bound. Got the city of Chichester just past Eastleigh, inward bound.
Thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, a refreshing top up of my water in the galley there. Added a few more ice cubes because it's now at 32 centigrade in my cabin. Had the passenger and crew numbers from the Seabourn Ovation. I was busy chugging back on the water with the ice cubes. It was making a lot of noise and I couldn't hear the crew numbers. But 584 passengers, 406 crew. Seabourn Ovation being a luxury type of cruise ship. Excellent. Oh dear. Excellent about a carrier saying that lots of reports online saying that Norwegian skies sailing on the 20th has been cancelled. In which case this may have been the last time we saw today. Uh-oh. Trust the captain to mess that up. Oh, really? That's a shame. A quick whiz through. Well, she's still down on VTS for the 20th. So, well, we'll keep an eye on that one. So the Seabourn Ovation is in the middle of a 21-day one-way cruise from Copenhagen to Reykjavik. So she started off in Copenhagen in Denmark, then Skagen in Denmark, then Gothenburg in Sweden, Oslo in Norway, Mandal in Norway, Antwerp in Belgium. Then, unfortunately, she went to Dover. No, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but yeah, she went to a Dover in England. It's quite a tricky entranceway into the port there. Then she is at the Isle of Wight in Cowes here. Next is Fowey in England. Bit of a coastal run. Then Galloway in the Republic of Ireland. Kennebegs in the Republic of Ireland. Then Oban in Scotland. Ullapool in Scotland. Then Tórshavn in the Faroe Islands. Now, we don't see many stops in the Faroe Islands. That would certainly be a location that I'd like to go to. Then Iceland for the Hemne Island. And then eventually Reykjavik in Iceland. So she's called in with 584 passengers, which is somewhere between maximum double and maximum occupancy, and with a crew of 406, which according to my records is 76 over maximum occupancy. She's been busy taking the tenders from Cowes. People have been busy coming back from Cowes. Not sure what they've been doing the other way. Maybe they've been to Osborne House or something. Excellent Shipmate Monty says, if you watch the Dover 24/7 on Channel 4, you'll see how difficult it is to get a cruise ship into port. Well, I didn't know. I knew it was quite difficult getting into Dover, having been there before. And even in a small vessel, it's a bit of a challenge. Interesting to see that cruise ships find it tricky as well. Ultimately owned by Carnival Corporation, very much a luxury ship. So, for instance, the next you could go on this ship on various different cruises, and they're all sort of all over the place. Not a particularly standard set of itineraries. But for instance, the 7-day trip from Glasgow to Dover starts at about £8,000. And if you're doing this 21-day one-way trip from Copenhagen to Denmark, that starts at about £30,000. So very much a high-end ship. Can't tell if she's pulling her anchor up or not, or if she's just moving. What do you think? Is she pulling her anchor up, or is she just moving forward? Check on the map. It should say if she's underway or at anchor. She's moving at 0.4 knots. Maybe just the tide moving around. Shipmate Monty says the Seabourn Ovation ship makes me want to watch Speed 2 again. Seabourn Legend was used in the film. Oh, I never realised. Yes, it was quite a small ship from memory. Well, shipmate Bruce, he says, "Hi, Captain, only just got to my cabin, who will be departing this afternoon." Well, we've had the 2 departures already. That was the Norwegian Sky, which potentially might be for the last time, or the penultimate time, and the Queen Anne, Cunard's Queen Anne, they've departed. And then next to go, any moment now, is the ship in front of us, the Seabourn Ovation. Yeah, I think it's just moving around in the tide and the wind. I'm trying to see if they're pulling the chain up. Oh, I can see some smoke out of the chimney. What's happened with the weather? It is, wow, 27. So the temperature's gone up since we've started. It's now 27.6. Yeah, it feels warmer. Humidity's dropped a little, but the wind has gone up. It's got really quite breezy, which I can feel that in my cabin. It's coming from my porthole. Very pleasant indeed. Ooh, hello. What's going on over there? Looks like some sort of fire. Hopefully nothing untoward. Let's see if I can zoom in. Let's get a camera that zooms. Right, let's get them to zoom in on that. Oh, it looks quite big, doesn't it? Don't know quite where that is. It's probably towards Lyndhurst, probably in the New Forest somewhere, I would think. Can we see it on ferry cam? Yeah, you can see it on ferry cam. Wonder when that started. Wide ferry cam. Looks like it started. It looks like it started about 10 minutes ago. Not good.
BTS, Essence, 14.
Essence, BTS, very good. Evening to you again, Noel. That's all copy. Thank you. The Seabourn Ovation shortly getting underway from Cowes there. Should be north of the ride, outward bound. Further outbound traffic, the Hogue target. Just passing SO now.
Yeah, that's copy. Thank you. Evening, Chris.
Station calling BTS. Over. Trophy BTS all copied and cleared to proceed. Thank you.
Southampton VTS, Shield Hall North Ride in for 110 North Channel.
Shield Hall VTS, very good afternoon to you, Matt. That's all. Copy, thank you. City of Chichester is just approaching Cowshot, inward bound for Burnley Wharf. Home target is now running down to the Hull outward bound.
Gone both, thanks a lot. Is the City of Chichester, she North Channel as well, is she?
Shield Hall VTS, negative. City of Chichester is Dawn Channel there, inward bound for Burnley Wharf. On the gauge at Cowshot is 3.14.
That's perfect, thank you very much.
The North Bridge inward bound, and the Glovis Success is currently St Helens.
All understood, thank you.
VTS, Red Osprey, Northwest Netley in.
Red Osprey VTS, all copied and cleared to proceed, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I didn't realise I was muted. I'm sneezing. Yeah, so I'm just having a look. I suspect that was actually in feet rather than meters. So yeah, she's in about 20 meters of water, the seaborne ovation. So she's probably dropped somewhere in the region of 100 meters of chain.
Seaborne Ovation, anchor away. Swinging bow to starboard, outbound to the east, north of the right middle.
Seaborne Ovation VTS, that is all. Copy, thank you.
Anchors away, almost, not quite. We'll probably see Shield Hall in the background shortly. She's coming back into port after an unexpected stopover in Portsmouth. And that's the fire from Stony Cross. Yeah, so the Seaborne Ovation is around about here. So it's about 20 metres. About 20 metres of depth. The bitter end is the other end, correct. So the idea of the bitter end I'm not sure how it works on a cruise ship, but on a pleasure craft, on a smaller pleasure craft, typically your anchor is a length of chain and then it's tied to the vessel by a bit of rope. And that's the bitter end. Oh, I can see the anchor coming in now. So you might drop the anchor and all the chain and then drop some rope as well if the water's deep enough. But the idea of the rope is and I've had this happen where the anchor, basically you drop anchor somewhere and it gets stuck and you can't pull it in. So if that was bolted, the chain was bolted to your vessel, then you're stuck. You can't get rid of it unless you've got the tools. So the idea is if it's the last bit is fixed by a bit of rope, if the anchor does get stuck, annoyingly, you might lose your anchor, or I suppose you could put a buoy on it to mark it, but then you can cut the bit of rope and then the anchor will fall into the water and at least you can be on your way. But yes, as I suspect, there was probably a good 100 metres of chain coming in there. There he is. There she is. She's on her way. And like I say, I reckon shortly we'll be seeing the Shield Hall in the background there somewhere. And she's Seaborne Ovations in the middle of a 21-day cruise from Copenhagen to Reykjavik. She called in at Skagen in Denmark, then Gothenburg in Sweden, Oslo in Norway, Mandal in Norway. Then she popped into Antwerp in Belgium, Dover in England, then the Isle of Wight, which is where she is now, the 4 Cows. Then she's heading down the coast to Fowey, then a bit of coastal cruising up to Galloway in Ireland, Killybegs in Ireland, up to Oban in Scotland, Ullapool in Scotland, and then all the way across to Torshaven in the Faroe Islands. Now that's a pretty unusual stop. We don't see many cruise ships stopping there. Then up to Heimi Island in Iceland, finally stopping in Reykjavik. You can see the bow there of that Spanish tall training ship. I'm not sure when she's coming or going. I don't have any information on that. Picking up a lovely reflection of the sun there. Doesn't look like the fire's going out, does it? Up there's Shield Hall in the background.
VTSB, City of Chichester, put buoy inwards.
City of Chichester, VTS, all received, thank you.
Shipmate Margaret says it's Galway, not Galway. Okay, that makes it clear. I'm expecting that she'll be giving us a little spin here and then heading off shortly. It does look like the smoke is abating over there in the New Forest. Exospeller Keris says it's scone or scone. I see. I'm sure this is helping. Yeah, I think it looks like it's not so bad as it was. Hopefully it's under control. So she's on all sorts of cruises, the Seaboard Ovation. Having a quick look, so she's up to Reykjavik, and then she's over to Canada, and then down to Miami. And it looks like the winter time she's based in Bridgetown for the winter, very sensible. And then in April next year she heads over to Italy. Looks like she's based around Italy a bit and Croatia. So she's sort of based in one area for two or three weeks and then moves on to another area. So then Croatia, then down to Greece and Turkey, back to Venice in July of next year, and Barcelona and Croatia, Greece, Barcelona, Italy. Yeah, pretty much sort of the Eastern Mediterranean. And then again back to Bridgetown in Barbados in the following winter. Yeah, so we might not see... Let's have a look, actually. This could be... Well, I think this might be the last time we will see... Look at the agendas. This will be the last time we see Seaboard Ovation for the foreseeable future. Shipmate Tim says that Fowie is pronounced Fowie. Oh yeah, cool. There was a couple of places I mispronounced on purpose, and I can't remember which place it was I mispronounced on purpose, and I've been mispronouncing it for years and years, and eventually somebody emailed me and said, do you realise you're mispronouncing that place?
BTS, Redjet 6, shortly departing Town Quay.
I always like it as Fowie.
Redjet 6, VTS, that's all copy, thank you.
VTS, Red Falcon, hook out.
Yeah, I can't think where it was I was mispronouncing.
Red Falcon VTS, that's all copy, thank you.
Yeah, anyway.
VTS, the Glovis success.
Glovis success, VTS.
Yeah, VTS, Glovis success. That's now the port signal for starboard side alongside and berth 105.
Glovis success, VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Seabourn Ovation underway now. Should be north of the ride outward bound. And the Hogue target just approaching West Brambilla.
All understood. Many thanks.
Which one first? That is the question, isn't it? Jam or cream? There we go. I've started a poll. There's been discussion there about which one it is first, jam or cream. I'll see what the general shipmates think. I'm not sure. I think if I remember, there's a bit of a rivalry between Devon and Cornwall as to which way the cream goes. Just looking over there, it looks like the fire may have abated over there in the New Forest. That's good.
Red Eagle, VTS, evening to you. That's all copy. Thank you. The Hope target on the West Bramble turn outbound to the east. Shields Hall is just approaching Hill Head inward bound. And further inbound traffic, the Essence approaching South Rise.
Yeah, so the fire, so that's what the fire was catching, some bushes on fire, apparently cargo fire. There's all the traffic in loads of traffic caused all the traffic, people coming back. Quite a raging fire there, all the ghouls caught alight. That's some smoke from, looks like over the port somewhere. Yes. It's going to make your return home very slow, isn't it?
St. Clair, success.
Right, so I'm running a poll at the moment to see which one goes first. If you're having your scone with jam and cream on top, which one do you put down first? Currently, looks like 77% of you think jam first. 23.
I'm happy with that. You get ahead.
And 23% think cream first. Okay. That's not the way I was expecting it to go. Cunard Dreamer says it's quite simple. Devon do cream first and Cornwall do it the right way and put the jam on first. Well, okay. It looks like you are. Jam first seems to have the vote at the moment. Well, interesting stuff. Yes, it looks like it's still a bit smoky over there, but it looks like it's less than it was. I can't remember which one I prefer. I think normally I do one of each. And I think there was some science behind the jam being on top, being cream first. I think it's something to do with your taste buds, something or other. I don't really remember. So far, 51 votes for jam first or cream first, and 75% of you are voting for jam first. And I think I'll draw that poll to an end. And hope you've enjoyed this broadcast, shipmates. We shall return tomorrow for Disney Dream. What are the chances that Disney Dream will give us loads of honks and horns? Not convinced. She's been a real disappointing Disney Dream. Yeah, 74% of you think it should be jam first. 26% think cream first. Oh, now we're having the additional debate of whether or not butter should be involved in the equation. Okay. So yes, back again tomorrow for 4 o'clock for Disney Dream. Hopefully should be a bit of a honker. So I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It is free. It helps the channel, spreads the word. All sorts of shipmates find out about the channel. And if you are subscribed, many thanks for your support. And if you are a member of the channel, a PayPal donor or a patron, many thanks for your continued support of the channel. And of course, most of all, thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for not only looking after this chat, but all the other chats in all the live streams and helping out the captain when he forgets to do things, which he almost did. And he hasn't done it. So in case you're wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting to you live and direct from the Port of Southampton. That's 2 hours, 35 minutes for the captain's banner bingo. Till next time, shipmates.